Hello everyone, my name is Roya, and today I'm going to be reviewing Empress of a Thousand Skies by Rhoda Bellezza. This is a young adult space opera that is the first in a duology, apparently. It is not listed so on Goodreads, so I got really confused, but apparently it is in fact a duology. And this follows the story of Princess Rhiannon, who is a survivor of an assassination attempt on her family, and she's the only one who lived. And then on the day that she is about to get coronated as Empress, there is an attempt on her life, and she escapes, and everyone thinks that she's dead. And the person who gets blamed for her murder is this boy named Alyosha, who wasn't even there and is basically blamed for her murder because just to fuel some people's political agenda. Every other chapter is told from Rhee's point of view, and every other chapter is told from Ally's point of view, and it's all in third person. This is a really awesome story with diverse main characters and a lot of hard topics like prejudice, and the world building was really, really awesome. I gave this 4 out of 5 stars, and there are some reasons why I didn't get the full 5 stars. The most important one pretty much being that a lot of times there would be like some advanced technology that is used that really only gets used the once and is not properly explained. And you're writing a sci-fi, like a space opera-y type sci-fi, with like advanced technology, is that if one person has a certain type of technology, everyone has to have it. Like, it has to be something readily available that isn't just like one person's random thing. Kind of like how in that crappy movie Jupiter Ascending, how the one dude randomly has the shoes that let him fly and everything, and he's the only one who has that. That's basically like a no-no in a sci-fi story. So there were a lot of things like that in this that I didn't really like basically technology that only gets used the once, and to me it kind of felt at times like a convenient plot device in a way. But aside from that, the world building was really, really good. And also, even though we get to know the two main characters very, very well, the same cannot really be said of the other characters. Like, all the side characters, like literally all of them, just kind of felt like flat pieces of cardboard. Like, we really didn't get to know them. Hopefully we will in book 2. And one thing especially I would have liked to get to know the villains a little bit more, which I'm sure we will in book 2, but I mean, I guess there wasn't really a way to do it since the whole thing is from the two main characters' point of view. Because we basically have this villain who is trying to take over the throne just because, and we aren't really given a real reason, and he's been planning to for like a really long time, and all this other stuff. But like, basically I feel like that's a thing that we see a lot. We see these villains who are trying to take over the kingdom, and then basically they don't seem to have a real reason. They kind of just are on a power trip randomly. And I always kind of wish that we could see, like, if there's an actual reason behind it, like, they're actually trying to do a certain thing. The thing that kind of bothered me the most, though, that could have been improved really easily, is this one big reveal that happens. So I'm not going to spoil anything, but basically about halfway through the book, there's kind of this big reveal that's sort of dismissed as, you know, that can't be confirmed, so like it's probably not true. And then the very next chapter that we get from the same character's point of view, who that chapter was from, we get a new character who's introduced, who it's so obvious is the person who that twist is revolving around. So I kind of wish that either that person hadn't been introduced right away like that, or if that hadn't, that whole reveal hadn't happened, like that whole discussion hadn't happened, and then it was revealed later, because it does get revealed also later. So I think that just without that first one, it would have been a lot more like, oh, I bet it's like this, instead of being super obvious. Aside from that, I really, really enjoyed this book, and I really liked how the two main characters whose points of views we get in alternating chapters don't actually even meet in this book, so we are actually getting completely different perspectives, different corners of the story from each of them. And also I like how they're not gonna get together at all. Like, because usually I feel like when you have two people who are both point of view characters in a young adult book. They usually end up being love interests, but they're completely not even close to being love interests in this book, and so I really appreciated that as well. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please let me know if you've read this book and what you thought, and I will see you very soon with a new video. Bye!